Okay, welcome to Comfy Habit number 2. If you're here from TikTok, um, I'm having some technical issues and I couldn't go live at the point of filming. So I'm probably just going to make a 10-minute video and that's pretty much it. And if you're here from Instagram, we're going to get started really, really soon. I just got to get shit in a proper place. Alright, so let's get this set. Alright. Okay, everybody. TikTok, I apologize profusely. It ain't even recording. Instagram, hello, give me a minute. I'm having some issues with technology and TikTok specifically. Won't let me go live. But I'm live for you guys, which is great because I haven't been live for you guys in a while. Honoring my word because nobody actually said anything on my YouTube channel about doing a weapons demonstration in the spider suit. So TikTok, you're only going to get 10 minutes. Instagram, you're going to get this live. YouTube, you're going to get what everybody else has missed. So basically what I'm going to do is a weapons demonstration. I'm going to drop a few weapons. It's not going to be intentional, but when I put this mask on, I ain't going to be able to see shit. Alright? And to make things a little bit more easier, let me place my weapons on the ground so that I can do that. And I will more than likely end the video with some bound fighting. Alright? Hopefully I won't die. So let's get started. We're gonna go with the nunchucks first. If you were on my TikTok, you've seen me drop the blue ones. So we're gonna go blue, and then we're gonna do red. And then everything else from there will be random. TikTok, you're gonna have to catch it when I can go. You just got to catch the 10-minute video. Okay, so this is blue. Here we go. And if you actually are in my Instagram live and I don't reply, one, if you missed the first 5 seconds of this, I can't see shit in this suit. Which is exactly why. Don't be surprised when I drop a weapon. I already told you that it's probably going to happen. Do not attempt this one. Bad things can happen when you do that. Got a little off frame there. Let's go red. See? Can't see. Show must go on. Especially since it's a live video. At least on one device. I have no idea if you guys can actually see my whole body. So pull with the kick. Whew. That was bad. Shit could have been leaking. Not bad for 50, huh? Control. Guess we could just use some rest. Time flies now. Okay, can't see which side's the big end, which side's the small end. And now you know why you don't do that. Time out. Whew. Hi there. Whew. Couldn't find Gatorade. Substitution. Tea. Now I need a drink. For the record, I've had breakfast, but it's also lunchtime. So, wearing the gloves to prevent me from losing the grip obviously failed, as they all saw me drop the red nunchucks in the stick. So, I think what I'm going to do now is do bound fighting, and I'm not going to need the gloves anymore because there won't be any weapons involved. I am going to put the mask back on. So, before we do that, if you haven't seen me do this before, ooh, that was awesome. If you haven't seen me do this before, please don't attempt. Without proper training, you can get hurt. And that goes for everything you just seen me do. Mind you, I've been doing martial arts since I was 7. I am currently at the age of 50. So yeah. You guys like this? When this video posts, make sure y'all type in, "You still got it." Alright, so very important thing before I put this mask on. I'm going to do bound fighting from the back first. You will not be doing tornado kicks, butterfly kicks, reverse tornado kicks, and jumping spin kicks. So, for those who have no idea what the fuck that is, this is a tornado kick. This is an ugly ass butterfly kick. Ooh, I didn't go down. This is a jumping spin kick. This is a reverse tornado kick. Depending on what style of martial arts you've taken, those should be correct names. Okay, you're not going to do any of those because your hands are going to be tied behind your back. So basically what I'm going to do is teach you how to escape. I'm trying not to damage my suit. So, your main kicks, especially if you don't know how to fight, you want to use fighting styles that you can engage in that will lead you to an escape route. If your door is to the right, you kick your opponent to your left. Vice versa. So we're going to say my door is to the right, guy's running at me, boom, outside to inside crescent kick. Doors to the left, again, me to the right, inside to outside crescent kick. Boom! I want him to go that way so I can go that way. Okay? Same concept on the other side. I need him to go over there, so I'm going to kick him over there. Outside to inside crescent kick. Boom! I can pop my hips and go this way. Inside to outside crescent kick with the other leg. Boom! Putting him that way, allowing me to go this way. Okay? Why are those kicks important? Those kicks are important because 1, TikTok's about to end the video. And 2, if you cannot fight, those kicks are going to be your most effective fighting moves to get the fuck out of dodge. As you notice, inside to outside crescent kicks, they generate a little bit of power for me. Outside to inside crescent kicks, boom, they generate more power for me. So, whichever direction I need that person to go in, that's the kick I generally choose, outside to inside versus inside to outside. Again, outside to inside, boom. Inside to outside, boom. outside to inside, inside to outside. Now, your effective of this kick depends on your leg strength. So, if you haven't been trained, don't try this shit. If you're gonna make a movie, have a consultant who actually knows how to fight like this on set. Or you're gonna get fucked up. Or as they say in our reality now, the more you fuck around, the more you find out. Now, if you're a contortionist and you can get this little thing here, and you can step out, do that. As you can see, I can't do that. My hips don't work like that because of the hip replacement on my left hip. So, knowing your injuries also help. Instagram, we're going to keep going. TikTok, you're done. So you guys, hold on one second. Haven't been live for you guys. Wow. Honoring my word, there's nobody actually on. Okay. So TikTok wouldn't let me go live. So. Live for you guys. Haven't been live for you guys. Wow. Honoring my word, there's nobody actually on. Sorry, y'all. Anything on my YouTube channel about doing a weapons demonstration. Why is it not letting me type? So, TikTok, you're only gonna get 10 minutes. Instagram, you're gonna get this live. YouTube, you're gonna get what everybody else has missed. So basically, what I'm gonna do is a weapons demonstration. I'm gonna I hate technology. Weapons. It's not gonna be intentional, but when I put this mask on, I ain't gonna be able to see shit. All right? Come on, you son of a bitch. Maybe they can see it if it's in yellow. In the video with some down fight. Alright? Okay. So, we're going to continue. Just not on TikTok. So, we're going to go back to the hand behind the back bound fighting. I'll put the damn mask back on. And we're going to go. Alright. So, before I get my hands bound, I have to put the mask back on. Now, as I told you guys before, I'll tell you again. One, once this mask is on, I can't see shit. I can see movements, but I can't actually see a lot of shit. And I've tried to modify this mask to all prevail, and I just can't see out of the motherfucker. In certain lighting, I can see, like at GalaxyCon, I can see until I start breathing, and then the mask fogs the fuck up, which is also an issue out here right now. So we're going to do that. We're going to do behind the back bound fighting. I don't think I have to tell you guys everything, but I will. And then we're going to do in the front bound fighting. Then I might do another weapons demo, which means I have to put the gloves back on. I might not. I might end the live after that. So that being the case, and being that it's like a little after 1, it's more than likely I'm going to end the live after I do both of the bound fightings. So I am sorry about that, but whatever you missed, you can go to my YouTube channel, Kung Fu Havoc #2, spelled Kung Fu, Havok, #2. All one word, all lowercase letters. You can't miss me. I have an Avenger suit or shirt on, and I have a bow and arrow, I think. But if you go to my personal one, I have a picture of me and my crush. Okay, anyway, we're going to go ahead and get this over with. Good luck at finding my personal one. I can also see, I can see the brown towel and the black rack, and I can see the black iPad. I can see the weapons, but I think that light might be muscle memory. Okay, so once again, enemy's over there. I'm kicking him. Excuse me. I just fucked that up. The door is over there, so I'm kicking my enemy in that direction. Now I can choose to use the right or left leg. Whichever one is closest is the one I'm going to use. Also, something I neglected to say, and something that everybody who trains in martial arts should be teaching you. And if you're already a martial artist, then you should know this better than anyone else. 1,000 things can go wrong in a fight before one thing goes right. You can unalive somebody without even trying, so be careful, mind your skills. Guy's coming at me, I'm kicking him to my left. I'm in position to use my outside to inside, but I would be kicking him in the wrong direction. and yes, I lose this foot. So since I'm in a position to use my inside to outside or my outside to inside with this leg, I will use this leg over here. Hopefully you guys can see me tapping it. So he's coming, boom, I sent him that way. I'm not a good fighter. I'm out. Same scenario, door's over there, he needs to go over there. He's coming at me, boom! Now, from the landing point that I landed, I fucked up a little bit. So it's going to be kind of hard to pump my hips and go. If I land this way awkwardly, just back off. This way you can also see him in case he gets up. Okay? Now, my door is over here, kicking him to my right. So I can use my inside to outside right foot because he's running. Boom! But you see I had to step. So since I'm already in position, and this is going to be the power leg and this is going to be the base, he's not going to think I'm going to fight. So he's running at me. Boom! Okay. Now the way I landed here, it's easier to pump my hips and go. Versus, let's say I do it again, I'm going to try to not land properly. I'm going to try to cut short. So that means I should land with my left foot like about right there. This is a short, and there's a reason why I'm doing it. It's coming at me. Boom! Okay. So it's going to be hard to do this and go. So I want to go like this and back out. And the reason why I'm doing that is because my hands are tied behind my back. What I'm not going to do, he's coming at me. That looked like crap, right? Because it was crap. And the second that I got right here, he's already hit me, so I'm going down. I don't have hands to catch myself, so it's more than likely Miguel O'Hara is going to need a new job on his face. Alright? So, if he's coming at me and I can't do those kicks, this is very important, so you should probably listen. You want to keep it at basics so that you can at least keep the guy away from you, because this is a block. What's it protecting? Nothing unless I turn this way and this way. So that's going to be kind of difficult to do in the midst of a fight. So if he's coming at me and I keep the basic, boom, step back, boom, step back, boom, I'm keeping him at bay. Now, remember that thing I said, about 1,000 things can go wrong before one thing goes right. So I adjust myself. Sorry about that, ladies, gentlemen. I have issues down there. Anyway, in this suit. Anyway, the point being is that if I am here, he's blocking, he can snag my foot. That's why I said 1,000 things can go wrong in a fight before one thing goes right. So you have to, if you're going to kick, aim at his midsection, belly and below is the way to go. If you can get up to sternum, it's a better shot. So, boom. Now remember, my hands are like this. So that's going to throw my balance off, which is the other thing I negated to tell you. When your hands are tied behind your back weight is where all your weight's going to be. All right? It's not because I have a good ass. It's just because all the weight is distributed wrongly. And it's going to go towards gravity and where my hands are tied. As you can see, my hands are tied here. So when I throw a kick, I have to lean back. And the gravity will do that. Now, sometimes I don't have to lean back. Like with these kicks, I'll do it from this way. So you don't see me have to lean back. So inside to outside, boom. I don't have to lean back. Outside to inside, boom. I don't have to lean back. Okay? Now, front kicks, if done properly, I shouldn't have to lean back. But range and control is a thing. So if he's a little longer and I have to lean back to put that foot in there, you see the problem? So from this leg, I am leaning back. Even if it doesn't look like it here, where it's just like a little lean, it's barely noticeable. It's because I know what the fuck I'm doing. But a lot of unexperienced fighters, they're gonna go boom and lean back. So that shit can go wrong, and he can snag your foot. You are not Bruce Lee. Now you are not, what the hell is his name? Law from Tekken. You know, he gets caught by Paul, and he runs up, busts a backflip, and kick him in the chin. The Bruce Lee kick. That's not you. You're just a normal guy or girl. And you need to understand how fights work. If you're going to fight somebody, you want to hit them in zones that's going to allow you to take them down or take them out. Right? Mercy is for the strong, not the weak. Your main target with that front kick is here. If a person can't breathe, don't matter how big they are, they can't hurt you. If a person can't stand, they can still fuck your shit up. So you need to understand that shit. Now we're going for the front. Alright, front is an advantage. Hold on. Let me take this mask off. Because I don't know if the mask is muffling my voice. Oh, don't worry, I'm going to put my face back on. So, with your hands in front, you have a better chance of survival because you have the ability to actually put up blocks. And that gives you a better fighting chance than with your hands behind you, where your blocks is limited to your flexibility. I'm 50 years old. I am not flexible, but I know how to survive a way around a fight. I don't ever want my hands tied behind my back. It's limiting me. I have to worry about balance. I have to worry about power. I have to worry about delivering this kick without getting my ass kicked. Alright? Those are some things that a lot of martial artists don't tell people when they're training you. This is why I don't have a lot of followers, because I'm going to drop that fucking truth on you and you're going to hate me for it. But you'll thank me later. Because I would much rather you be able to survive a fight than get your ass beat. Yeah, I learned this from this guy on YouTube and Facebook and Instagram and I got fucked up. Well, one, if you're not a martial artist, you're probably going to get fucked up anyway. If you've never been in a fight before in your life, beginner's luck is a thing, but you're probably still going to get fucked up depending on who you're fighting. And this is a thing that a lot of people who train martial arts but don't fight, they just train, they don't understand how this shit works. The hardcore reality is, if you don't train to fight, you're just taking an exercise class. I'm going to get mad feedback about that from people, all right? And I apologize to the martial art community, but I'm 50 years old, and I actually live in a time when people used to actually fight. So you can train all goddamn day, but if you don't actually fight with that shit, it's a good chance that you're going to sleep. It's also a good chance that even if you train all goddamn day, it doesn't mean you're going to be good at fighting, which also means you're probably going the fuck to sleep, all right? Now, I'm not saying go out here, train, and then go start fighting to test your skills. No, 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 no. Your body will protect itself if you are trained properly. I've been doing this since I was 7. I've been street fighting since I was 6. You can either take my advice as is, take it with a grain of salt, go kick somebody in the dick. Because a low blow sometimes is the only way to go. And if you're going to low blow, you want to follow it up with a knee to the forehead, not the nose. Alright? I'm going to explain that. The forehead may be the hardest part on the body, but the chances of you killing them by hitting them in the forehead is a lot closer to 0 than you kneeing them in the fucking nose. You might smash their nose, and you might crack a whole bunch of shit, and then if you kill them, it's pretty much murder. So you don't want to do that. That's why you want to try to get them in the forehead. If I knee you in the forehead, I'm going to knee you with just enough power to get you the hell off me. But if my hands are bound in the front, I can just hold this around your neck and just keep kneeing the shit out of you. I don't really recommend it unless you're going to knee them in the stomach or the sternum, not the throat. But those are the things. So also, if you must know, I will teach you a lethal ordinance right now. If a person can't breathe, they can't hurt you. Your ropes to the throat. And now if you're like Billy and Jimmy Lee and bust some gymnastic shit, knock yourself out. But if you're not, if you've never been in a fight a day in your life, once you hit them in the throat with this shit, if you can get behind them, knee in the back and pull. When they stop moving, let them go. If they stop breathing, get the fuck out of Dodge. Although you might want to make sure they're not dead, but you also don't want to get too close to them to give them the advantage of taking care of you because you were being kind. You'll figure it out if the shit ever happens. But I will state this. In no point in your life, anybody watching right now, or anybody who's going to be watching this later, will you be in a situation where your hands are fucking tied. Unless you're getting handcuffed by police, do not attempt to fight the police. That is a very bad idea. But unless you're getting handcuffed by the police, 9 times out of 10, you're not going to be living your life using this training method. If you're making a movie, great. But if you're getting handcuffed by the police, just comply. Walk with them, talk with them. Don't do anything stupid. Don't try to do a kangaroo kick in reverse. That would be a front somersault with a double kick with both of your feet to the chest. Do not do that. In my 20s, I could do that. In my 50s, there's no way in hell I would recommend that unless I'm getting paid for it. And if it's a movie and I'm the star. If not, then it can be a movie and I'll just be the guy that choreographs that shit. I am available for anybody who wants to hire. Anyway, we're going to finish this off with bound in the front. I'm going to teach you your blocks after I put the mask back on. And then we're going to end the live. I'm going to end the YouTube video. I will make an apology video to TikTok. And that being said, thank you guys for watching. Let's get this over with. And don't worry. Most of the time, superheroes, if they're tied up and it's not like a certain amount of metal from the Ames company or vibranium, they generally break their chains. Unless it's like power dampers. I just thought I'd throw that in there as a fun fact for superheroes, in case there are superhero fans watching right now. Alright, so your hands are tied in front. You have the ability that you did not have when your hands were tied behind you. That is the ability to fucking block. Guys throwing a high right, which is going to go to the left side of your face, boom. Same with the left, boom. See, now you have the ability to block. They're throwing a kick, boom, boom. Now you have the ability to block, okay? Now, boom, boom. So I normally do this. High right, low right. Well, that's a medium right, excuse me. Let's try that again. High right, medium right, low with knee, low, okay? High left, medium with knee, low. Now the reason why I do that is so that you'll understand your concept of boom, 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 boom. See, depending on how this person is fighting, you're going to need those 6 blocks, alright? If someone's throwing an axe kick, yeah, you can block like this, or you can block like this and try to get their foot in this damn rope. That there is a case of total bullshit, okay? Yeah, you can block and try to catch their foot in this rope. There's no guarantee that's going to work. It's going to work in the movies because it's a movie. It's supposed to work. Again, in reality, 1,000 things can go wrong in a fight before one thing goes right. And you need to understand that shit. Now, did you have the ability to block? Boom, boom, okay? Boom, boom. Yeah, you can return. Boom, boom. From the side, boom, 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 boom. Okay, so what you just saw was a little bit of Kung Fu. So, when I block and I strike, there's a little bit of Wing Chun. Boom. Okay? Boom. Okay? Boom. I can strike that way, or I can rope-a-dope that bitch. I just made these ropes tighter. So, boom, boom. Okay? If this is a block, that's a strike. Now if you want to do Kempo, block, strike. Same thing with Wing Chun, block, strike. This is to protect me in case anything goes past. Alright? So guy's throwing a little kick. I can get up here. You can go past, and I can return, or I can just step back. I recommend you step back. Because if they're doing a foot sweep sequence, the step back or the side step is the best option instead of trying to lift your leg. Because if you don't catch them, if they go through one and you lift and you don't kick them, they're going to sweep your foot. You're going to be on your back. You're going to be fucked up. Especially if you don't know how to fight with your hands tied. Okay? So, let's say he's throwing a kick here, which would be like that high for me. Boom! I can block with an elbow. A little bit of Thai fighting. Boom! 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 Okay? Guy's throwing a high round. Boom! Now what I want to do personally is duck and hit him in the testicles. Probably not going to happen. It's going to come quick. So I want to evade. Boom! That foot gets past me. So I'm going to show you the kick he's doing. Boom! This is the block I'm doing. Boom! His foot gets past me. I have options. I've got the block and sweep his foot. I can sidestep and chop. I can sidestep an elbow. I can catch his foot and sweep his foot as he's going for the kick. There are a lot of options. But remember the first thing I said. 1,000 things can go wrong before one thing goes right. When you're fighting for your life, you don't want to have this. And if you are like this, pray evade, and run if you've never been in a fight. Now, I will tell you that a bad run is worse than a bad stand. If you're running, there's nowhere to go, you better know something. All right? Your main option is to get these damn things off. All right? So once you get these off, that's supposed to slide right off. Once you get them off, you have a fighting chance. Boom, boom. Now, as you see, when I did this, I can use that. See how it works around? So you can still do that if these were handcuffs. Now, if it's just a rope, it's not going to bother you unless it comes back and hits you while you're swinging. Boom. Okay, you see how it runs around my wrist? Boom. I want to make sure that I'm aware that this is there. Boom. So when I hit him, this will probably hit him too. And if I'm real nasty, I'll grab it and wrap it around him. Okay, here's the thing. Time to get serious now as I take off this damn mask because I can't see shit. If you are fighting, there's only one thing that you need to do. It's called survival. A victory is a victory, but a victory is not a victory at the same fucking time. You can beat somebody's ass and still lose. Especially if you've never been in a fight before. If you've never been in a fight before, you need to take notes. One, if you're going to pick up a martial art class, you need to take it seriously. Two, you need to train at the dojo and you need to train at home. What you put into it is what you're going to get out of it. And if you don't do that, I'm not going to say you're wasting your time, but you're not making a really good investment. Now, if you're not fighting to become a UFC champion, great. Keep training. But still, go home and train some more because you don't know when you're going to have to use this shit. 9 times out of 10, something the dojos need to implement, but they don't. So, if you are a martial artist and this comes across your FYP or whatever the fuck, you need to have all your students 2 uniforms. They're gi, so there's that. And then you need to have them in civilian clothes. That would be a pair of pants, khakis, jeans, skirts with shorts so the girls won't be like uncomfortable. You need to teach them how to fight in 2 sets of clothing. Every school I've ever been to in my life has never told me this, so I'm going to tell it to you. You don't get attacked in your gi. Most of the time when people go to martial arts schools and shit, they leave in their regular clothes. Very few people leave in their gi. So if you're leaving in your regular clothes, it's more than likely no one knows that you came from the dojo. So they're probably going to attack you. Where if you leave in your gi, and we're not going to go in there. Not too many people break into dojos and try to steal their money. Alright? I'm not going anywhere where people can beat me with one hand tied behind their back to steal their money. Their hard-earned money, even though most of them sit there all day doing this shit. Yeah, now, I'm not going in there to steal that shit. But if I see you on the street and you're just in your regular Joe Smo clothes or your Sally Ann, Susie Homebaker clothes, you look like a possible victim. But see, if you're not training in those clothes, some people get into the habit of, okay, well, I'm a superhero. I got to get into my superhero suit to fight. No, motherfucker. You need to be able to fight in whatever the fuck you're wearing at the time of the attack. You also need to learn about flight, fright, or freeze. Again, flight, fright, that's supposed to be fight, or freeze. Let's try that one more time since I totally fucked that up. Fight, flight, or freeze. Those 3 F's are very, very bad. And somewhere in there, there's a 4th F called fear. Fear can be 1 or 2 things. It can be really, really good for you or really, really bad for you. If it's good for you where you can outrun that motherfucker, great. If it's good for you where you can outfight that motherfucker, great. If it's bad for you and you completely freeze, not great. So remember, fight, flight, or fire, which means you're going to freeze, you're done. You do not want to freeze. And a good run is better than a bad stand. A bad run is worse than a bad stare. Because once the fight's over, the fight's over. But if you can outfight the guy that's trying to hurt you, you're going to be in a lot better shape than you would be if you just lay there and take a beating. Don't lay there and take a beating. If you can run, run. But again, I state this before I end this video. There's a helicopter, so I'll wait. A little faster. Thank you. Okay. Fight, flight, freeze. Those do happen. Now, again, if you run a dojo, they pay what you pay, like somewhere between $35 and $50 for your gi. Now you take that and reduce it. If it's $30, leave it. If it's $50, charge them $30 for the gi or $25 for the gi, and have them take the other $25, go through a thrift store, and buy either a pair of khakis or jeans and a t-shirt. And this goes for the females. Khakis, jeans, t-shirt, or skirt. For you women who like to wear skirts and shit and dresses, I recommend that you buy that and you get spandex. So you have shorts on under your skirt, because you know men, some of us are exceptionally perverted. I fall into that category, but I know how to behave. Hey, I'm an honest man. I am highly perverted, but I know how to behave. It also depends on the situation. And preferably, she's grown, because I'm perverted. I'm not fucking sick, all right? Anyway, there's some sick cats on YouTube and TikTok. That's why I said that. Anyway, here's the thing. You want to teach the woman how to fight in a skirt and in regular clothes. You want to teach the man how to fight in regular clothes. Before anybody says it, I'll say it for you. If the fucking man wants to wear a skirt, I'm not going to stop him. I'm still going to train him the same way that I would train a woman if he wants to wear a skirt, all right? So get your mind out the gutter. He could be Scottish. He might like wearing kilts, okay? Or is that... Either way, he might like wearing kilts. Point being made is you have to be trained in regular clothes as well as your gi. So your first week, 3 nights a week, you're going to be in regular clothes. Your next week, we'll alternate it. 3 nights a week, you'll be in your gi, and 2 nights, you'll be in the regular clothes, providing that the school is only like a 5-day school. If the school is a 7-day school, work it out. See, if you're training back and forth, if you're cross-training in your clothes as well as in your gi, you're going to be ready for anybody that's coming at you with some bullshit. Now, if they're coming at you and they're trying to attack you, and usually people who are victims are never victims in their martial art clothes or in some shit like this. 9 times out of 10, they're going to be like, what the fuck is he doing? If I walk around the street like this all day, there will be some stares. I've done this the other day, last week, with my nephew, because I was going to film, but I wound up having to walk him in a stroller because he wouldn't carry his little ass to sleep. Hi, Ronan. Anyway, he's too young to be watching this shit. But anyway, he's like 1. If you're going to train, you need to train in regular ass clothes as well as your martial art clothes. Because if you don't, surprise, you might think that you need your martial art clothes because it's like a superpower. No. Clothes is clothes. And you really need to train in civilian clothes as well as your gi. Alright? That being said, I'm Echo Fan Grey Wolf. This is Kung Fu Havoc number 2, and this is YouTube, and this is Instagram. I'm Audi 5000. You guys have a blessed day. I hope this thing was still recording. Excellent. Still recording.